The Wendy Williams Show. Now, here's Wendy!
Thank you for watching our show. Say hello to my co-host, my studio audience, the virtual audience at home. How you doing? You know, let's get started. It's time for hot. How you doing? So I'm really excited. I can't lie and tell you anything but I've worked over 35 years for all of the attention that we've been getting. And I say we, meaning like past coworkers, present coworkers, my dad, my mom, whoever loves it from my family. I work for all this and I'm gonna soak it in. Because it doesn't last. So, Sierra is here today. Sierra Payeyton plays Wendy Williams Hunter. And we're gonna roll her in on the Zoom. Morocco Amari's here. Morocco plays my Kelvin to the T. And that is, oh, can I have, okay, this is how slow mail is, but how appreciative I am. Okay, this was sent to me. Sierra, I'd been biting my tongue. I got it like a few days ago. This is her Christmas gift to me. And she's into stars and crystals and all the Om stuff. And this is the light that shined on my birthday in 1964. Wow. Yeah, this was shining over Asbury Park. Thank you, Sierra. You're so weird and talented. I love you. And we talk back and forth on the phone. I'm not gonna ask her when she comes out on the virtual to do how you doing. You'll see that enough, you know, in the movie, and she's done it enough in her interviews. I really wanna get you to know who she is, because after this movie, you're gonna say, that's that girl. Wendy picked a good one. And I'm not gonna even test Morocco with how you doing, because he's from the south side of Chicago, playing somebody from Brooklyn, and he's not that guy. And I wanna get right to him. He's, you know, I wanna get right to the business. Although I do wanna show Sierra's, all right, she's really proud. She took the Timberlands that I, you know, off of the set. That was one thing that she took. She never had Tims before, and she, you know, and Wendy wears and wore Tims. So anyway, there's more video coming for the eligible bachelor contest that we're having here at Wendy. So today's bachelor is Tyrone. Look, he's from the Bronx. Take a look.
Hey, Wendy, what's up? It's Tyrone. I shouldn't have to give you a reason on why you should date me. I think you should just want to date me because you're interested and do so. I'm not rich, so I would not be flashing jewelry or cars because I know there's nothing that I can do for you that you ain't able to do for yourself. So if you're interested, get back. But if not, I love your show, love you, peace out.
I am trying not, Tyrone knows I have a type-ish, but no. Ooh. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you this. In with his tape, Tyrone sent a picture, and I saw the picture, but okay, is he wearing chinchilla? Talk about it. Does he love Haagen-Dazs the way I just wolfed down my Swiss vanilla almond in my dressing room? Did he just admit that there's nothing he can do for me that I can't do for him? I am attracted to Tyrone. How old? I mean, that's 37? He didn't say how many kids he has? Okay, it's okay. Look that up. What does he do for a living? He's a security guy.
Yes, that's hot.
Oh, I can get a two. It's not necessarily hot because security guys lead these kinds of lives where they're on the road and, you know, security always gets the stars leftovers. I know the game. And the leftovers aren't bad, and they're usually the ones who become pregnant, which is why Tyrone probably has 5 kids. Thank you, Tyrone. You're very much a good time. Okay, if you're interested in dating me, there's more I can say about me that you don't see on TV every day. Tyrone's from the Bronx. He probably listened to the radio. He knows I got the side. That's why he was posing like that. He's like, you can take that element out of the girl, but you can't take, you know what I mean? Damn it, Tyrone, damn. Tell me all about yourself and why you watch the show and why you think you and I would be good. I'm looking for a boyfriend. I'm looking for a boyfriend. I'm looking for love. And Patrick doesn't want it, but he said no to that too. Go to wendyshow.com. You got 30 seconds on a video to state your case. And I love this game. We're playing it all through February. And then 3 lucky ones will come here and we'll play it right here on the show. You know, we'll virtual Zoom you in because, you know, the corona or something. So, Saweetie says that she knew that her lover, Quavo, was for her the moment he gave her her last piece of chicken. Now, see, that's what I'm talking about, though, Saweetie. Am I pronouncing her name correctly?
Yeah, Sweetie.
Sweetie.
Yeah.
I like her, though. I like her, and I like him.
Uh-huh.
You know, when a woman's working all day, we still go home, some of us, and you men expect us to cook a meal and have it in the warmer or in the toaster oven sitting waiting for you to press play or the micro. You know what I'm saying? And you expect that from us. But for some reason, guys never think of us, a lot of you. And if you do, it's usually sitting on the counter, which is made of granite, which the granite has now made it cold. You know, the thought is there because you didn't eat the rest, so I see there's fork marks in it or something like that. And we eat your germs if you're living in our house, but there's a difference between, and he probably just left the chicken, you know, on a plate. But he also has a full set of grills, so, you know, he's that guy. Here she go. Good for them, and they're happy. Good for them. Listen, he also bought her a beautiful white Bentley for Christmas.
Yeah.
So he said, come on, chicken. So, all right, let's get on to K. Michelle. I'm very, very distracted as to whether I care. I love K. Michelle. You know, we follow her career. She comes here. I love K. Michelle. K. Michelle is getting her own show. They say it's not supposed to be a reality show. She posted, and I don't know whether you saw this. I did see this on my Googler. It's very long, but she's saying she's grateful for love and hip hop. By the way, she was on there for 6 seasons. She says, but she's no longer wanting to be a part of something that she's not passionate about. She has no desire to shoot with the castmates, and she wants bigger things in life than throwing drinks. Well, it doesn't mean she doesn't like the castmates. It just means that they're still there and there's fighting, which is the underbelly. I watch, so I don't even have to look to Norman. I would be correct. I watch. She's grown. The thing is that what has she grown into? I don't want to see K. Michelle Goes It Alone. K. Michelle has a surgery show where she's teaching girls, you know, the good and the bad of plastic surgery. Because women, if you want to know the good and bad of plastic surgery, go to a surgeon. You know, have 3 different consultations. Take your time about it. Save your money. Think about it. When you do Ask Wendy, you ask me about surgery, I always tell you, look, I got a minute and a half to discuss, but then you go on to a professional. If you want to be on reality TV and you want to get cosmetic surgery, then you go to Dr. Dubrow. You don't go to K. Michelle. K. Michelle, I heard somebody around here in the Glamour Suite passing through say that they would love to see a show where you're getting the silicone taken out and everything. See, I'm over that. She's already had over 20 surgeries, she said.
Yep.
You know, and it's really painfully terrible what has happened to her with the surgery and what a popular culture and celebrity culture has forced a lot of women into doing. And you can say, well, for her, you know, maybe she had low self-esteem. Well, she tells us her backstory, but I don't want to see that either. I don't want to see her make country music. You know, K. Michelle tries to make a country song. Because guess what? A lot of people never really heard her say that she is a country artist at heart. She loves country music to the bone. She loves the blues. She could Candy Barris this very easily. I mean, she's not as big in it as Candy Barris, but do that behind the scenes and let us see you at the top of the country charts. I don't think I want to see this on TV. And she's in talks with my people over at Lifetime for this, correct?
Right.
But right now it's just a conversation. All right. Just saying. Clap if you understand what I was just saying. Clap if you'd watch anyway. And that's because you'd watch because you love her, but also because you'd be on assignment. Just in case there's something to say for the show.
Exactly.
Now I feel bad for Will, who didn't deliver the ring that he was supposed. I was supposed to be watching the premiere of the Wendy event, you know, with me and the cats and my new flower ring. And he texted me. He said, I texted him. I was like, okay, it's Friday. You promised. And he said, I know, but it's very detailed, and you know I'm very detailed oriented. So I said, okay, well, have a nice weekend. See you when my ring is ready. I thought I was going to be able to wear it for Stephen A. Smith and everything. Later on today, I go on the Stephen A. Smith show.
Yeah.
Better be detailed. And you better be able to see it up until Jupiter. So we know about this story, and I've been wanting to do it. It's really sad, yet and still, it's really enlightening. The NFL has long, and the sports, long covered for bad behavior in the individual NBA, NFC, all ABC. So these are the Seattle Seahawks, the home of Russell. Now, you know Russell's like, keep my name out of this. You all do what you want over there. Is my dress on inside out? Why is the tag showing? Oh, no, Willie. Oh, Mr. Detail. Scissors during the commercial break on aisle 3. Willie, you made a mistake. No, he was so busy trying to tuck my boobs. He was so busy. I was like, at this point, 12 years, and this weekend, you know, and you'll know more. It is what it is. There's no stretch in the dress. That'll learn you. So This guy, he's 27 years old, Chad Wheeler. As far as I'm concerned, his career is all the way over, and he really does need to take some time by himself and get right on several different levels. Chad Wheeler, he was arrested, you heard, for beating his girlfriend, who happens to be black. He also happens to be 6'7" and 317 pounds. I'm supposed to say allegedly, although, so I'll say allegedly. He allegedly strangled her, pushed her hard in the face, in her nose. So, you know, I don't know whether her nose is broken. He choked her up to the point that she lost consciousness. When she woke up, she ran in the bathroom, locked the door, called 911. Before she was able to run to the bathroom to call 911, lock herself in there, he allegedly was eating and looked down at her on the floor. He said, "Oh, you still alive?" Yeah. So she calls 911 and she runs outside, or they come inside or whatever. This guy sits so far down the bench from Russell that Russell probably doesn't even know he's on his team. You know, he makes just under $900,000 a year with the NFL. So, I mean, and he's bipolar. So he didn't take his medication, and it's been documented through the NFL's, you know, doctor records, you know, how they do that of each player. He's not making it up that he's bipolar. He did not take his medication, and he had an episode. This young lady, who I don't know why we're not showing a picture of her, but it's been every place. She was lumped up horribly. And I don't know that her life will ever be the same. She was only with him for 6 months. So you can imagine she probably never saw an episode. She might not have even known that he was bipolar, or maybe he said it, but he, you know, when you say that to somebody, it doesn't turn you off from dating them. You just assume they're gonna take their medication. You have this great career. You're really good looking. Like, wow. You know, this is the beginning of something with us. So Chad did release a statement apologizing, saying that he's gonna leave his team and step away from the game altogether and get some help for himself. I suspect that once the help is done, he will not be the 27. He will be a broken down but mentally fit 32-year-old, and the game won't want him, and he's gonna have a very difficult road to, you know what? Why don't you get into the rehabilitation program for sports players or something like that? There's money in that. By the time you get out, there will be sideline commentating for that. You know, like Stephen A. knows. He hasn't told me that. I'm not going to ask him this, but I'm thinking to myself, with all of the different things that, if he was black, first of all, he'd be under the jail, and we wouldn't be having a kindly conversation about this because the cops probably wouldn't have been kind to him. I'm just saying. All right, let's continue on. I was texting with the Brat. Oh, yes. No. I was on the Ricky Smiley show, and you know, the Brat is on the Ricky Smiley show, and I never had the Brat's number. I always talked to the Brat with somebody else dialing, and you know, whatever, and she was yo, and then she'd be busy because she hustles, so hair, makeup. Chief was texting me some stuff, you know, my assistant texted me some stuff, and then, you know, schedule for me, and then part of it was, the Brat wants you to call her directly at 6:30. Wow. As in the morning, but that was yesterday, and I didn't look at my phone until 6:32. So I said, oh, well, you know, and I had to be in an interview at 6:45. Right. So I'm busy too. But anyway, I forgot to text her and ask her about, who are we talking about in Atlanta where we could get, T.I. and Tiny and the underbelly, and what I can say and what I can't, you know, with the gun to the head thing, because that was such a stupid story. But the Brat knows everything. Then again, if she tells me, I want to back away from that, Wendy, and maybe you should too, because it's just so corny. We don't have time for one more story. I'm finished with the Brat. I mean, I'll talk to her over the weekend, but we don't have any more time?
We can do one more story.
Okay, who are we talking about?
Who are we talking about?
I don't know. This
I
says
think
we have
let's
more
talk
great
about-
show for you.
I think let's talk about Bronwyn, I guess.
Okay, how do you pronounce her name?
Bronwyn.
Bronwyn. Okay, this freak. We'll just call her this freak. I don't know which, is this her right here? Which one is
No,
she?
Bronwyn is far left.
Okay, yeah, far left, all right.
Yeah.
This is Bronwyn, okay? Looks like a nice woman. She's from the Housewives of who?
OC, Orange County.
Orange County. All right. I don't really watch that show, I already told you so. And Bronwyn is some sort of new woman with a whole lot of kids and a husband. And they're very, very rich. And you would think everything was just gonna be drink throwing and maybe fighting between husband and wife and which, Bentley to buy their kids and who's having pool parties and stuff. But this takes it to a whole nother level where, in my opinion, they need to get off reality TV. Live your life, but do it somewhere over there and stop trying to tell these young kids out here and young people and people who are even married that being married is a freak show or should be made of as a freak show. Now this, I'm saying, Suzanne, you know what
I agree, exactly.
Wait, but you haven't seen, let me tell you the story,
Okay.
but I want to lay down my opinion first because I'm very opinionated. Now, they've been married. This is a very cute couple, and like I said, they've got plenty of money. They've been married for 20 years, and they have 7 children that they can afford. They love each other, and they get along very well. This season, Bronwyn told her husband she was gay. That's not it. Now, you would think that'd be it. Nope. Now, she has a 28-year-old girlfriend. I want you to take a look and then we'll talk. Go.
We want to live together. We want to stay married. We're best friends. Let's try to make this work.
Can he bring a girlfriend home?
If he starts dating someone that's serious, yes.
Open marriage means you get to go.
And then if he wants to get a divorce,
But how do you date someone serious when you're married and have 7 kids?
Because we're best friends.
I have a good divorce lawyer.
I don't want a divorce.
How does that make you feel that she has a girlfriend?
It's mixed. It's hard. After being with somebody for 25 years, of course it's hard to say, oh my gosh, like, how did this happen? How did I not see this? But on the other hand, she's so much happier.
Sean, are you kidding me? Are you out of your mind? Would you get a backbone? You could see even Andy Cohen, and he's got the morals that we do, a little bit loose.
Oh, right.
Even Andy Cohen is trying to be a good host, but he's looking at you with the screw face. Oh, I go on Andy tonight, don't I?
Yeah.
Oh, my... Wait, now, hold on now. Andy, I don't want to really dwell on this. Don't forget, it's about promoting me. But Sean says that he wants to date. Sean says that, wait, no, he's already dated. And the maid told her, because she had to go out of town, when she got back, the maid told her that there was a woman sleeping on her side of the bed with her husband, Sean. I don't know where the children were, but here's what I think Sean needs to do. Sean needs to get a divorce, a real divorce, not a separation. Get a divorce, quit the show, move out of their house, and demand that their children or mentioning anything about updates with the children or not to be on the show. Because the children being on the show is one thing, but see, she'll get slick and say, well, no, you haven't seen the kids in a while. I know, girls, they miss being on the show, but Sean, is dating and he's got a girlfriend. And this whole freak show, because the kids already, there's one of the kids, and they didn't say which one of the kids does not like this at all. Okay, the rest of them are going to need therapy for life. And this is not, in my opinion, I have had trial and error with marriage, and I still think marriage is the holy grail, and I still believe in the old-fashioned way of marriage, even if you can't live it that way. And my next marriage, if I ever get married again, is not going to be that way, but I'm also not going to be on reality TV. This is like reality TV. But I will always tell children watching, don't do what Miss Wendy does until you get Miss Wendy's 56-year-old age and she's already lived. Like, I don't want to live with my new husband, or there's different rules. But their kids are little and people are watching. And marriage, Mr. Patrick, you don't want me to get married or hook up or whatever because you were saddled down in traditional marriage. And marriage is good for you. It's good for Joelle. It's good for many people here at Wendy. That's why they like to work here, because it lets them get wild on the side. Anyway, we've got more great show for you, everybody.